Hi.
This is AndrewAndrew. We're about to see Wonderland.
Wonderland is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, a la Oz. Like a modern reimagining.
No.
I mean The Wiz, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's like The Wiz.
It's not like the HBO show about prisoners.
It's a reimagining of the classic Lewis Carroll story, Alice in Wonderland. This time, Alice goes underneath New York City.
What could be scarier?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of queens down there. Today, it's been raining cats and dogs. The weather's been horrendous.
I did not want to leave the apartment.
We got out. We were drenched wet.
Cats and dogs.
I want to go into the theater and to be entertained and let me forget about the weather. So, Wonderland, are you up for it? I'm not looking for an intellectual diatribe on the meaning of life. I just want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Can you make us forget about this horrible weather?
With some fanciful Broadway stylings?
We'll see you after Act 1 of Wonderland. Well, it's intermission, and the plot is slightly above a Cirque du Soleil show.
You really think low of Cirque du Soleil. Do we need this? Do we need another reimagining of this story? One that's so completely scattershot and has no specific lens through which it views any of the source material? I don't know.
I'm a big fan of the visceral spectacle of just musical numbers and amazing lights and amazing costumes. I would go for that, but this doesn't serve any of that whatsoever. My heart goes out to the entire cast because they are really giving it their all. They are trying their hardest to make something out of this abysmal book and score.
I don't believe in the war you're fighting, but like I sure hope you get out safe. I mean,
there are moments of like one-liners scattered, sprinkled throughout.
Some real zingers.
But they must have brought someone on midway through the show and said, could you please put some zingers in?
It was kind of like the Ice Capades without the ice. There's no real plot. The structure simply follows a set list of typical plot points without any real internal logic.
AndrewAndrew at Wonderland. And so we got out of the show.
Got out being like the operative word. Like I feel like we actually escaped from that show.
We understand entertainment for entertainment's purpose, and this is not either entertaining or
purposeful.
Yeah.
Let me just close this by saying there's a line in this play that give voice to your sense of purpose. Give voice to your sense of purpose?
With the exception of two songs, One Night in the first act and Off With Their Heads in the second act, everything else sort of fell flat and was quite uninteresting.
The original was a critique of its own time, and they barely scraped the surface or cultural critique of our time. In fact, in many ways, this is the worst form of cultural cannibalism.
I had to say, red light for me.
Red light for me as well. Also, they should fix those projectors. They wobbled a lot.
Oh yeah, they were.